I need to talk to you. You remember last week when Michelle and I went to the store and it took us a really long time? Well, she told me not to tell you about this, but we didn't just go to the store. We went by some boy's house and she was on the porch kissing. You want to talk to Michelle? Michelle, Mom and Dad need you. Mr. Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, and most distinguished guests. Have you ever had someone in your life that you love to hate? Someone that got on your nerves so bad that they got all the way in your bones? I used to love to get on my brothers and sisters' nerves. The reason why I got on their nerves was because they were older than me. They had all their own friends, their own activities, their own things they like to do. So the only thing I could do to get their attention was to get them in trouble. I had no idea, but I was getting trained for becoming the man you love to hate. I used to mess with my brothers and sisters. My brother and sister would be studying, and I'd walk up to them, and I'd stare, and I'd look at them, and I'd say, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, smack! I'd be crying and screaming. My parents would be like, what are you doing, Elgina, in there? I was just in there not touching them. That's what I was doing. So they get in trouble, and I'd like it. But they got me back. They found the things that I was afraid of. My brother would sneak up by my bed, put some vampire teeth in his mouth, and scare me to death. To this day, I don't watch Twilight movies because of it. My sister was older, so she was physically bigger than me. So she pounded on me all the way until she came back to college one time when I was 11 years old. And she said, what are you doing? And at that point in time, she stopped messing with me then. But by that time, my brother and sister were out of the house. It took a small amount of time before my nephew came into the house. And I can't help but think that my brother and sister were laughing when I sat in a car one day with my nephew, with my parents, and he said, Uncle O, isn't that girl's house that we went over the other day? But you know what? It didn't stop me. I still was the man you love to hate. Tell me if this has ever happened to you. Hello? I know I heard the whole music stop. Hello? Please answer the phone. Hello? Have you ever wanted to put a face with the person who was on the other side of that call center when that happened to you? Well, if it was 12 years ago and you were calling for help, it was me. I did. I made a sport of being on the telephone and pressing mute and talking to my neighbor. We talk, I'd be like, did you see the Cowboy game? Hello, can you hear me? Can you believe that Emmitt Smith broke the record? Hello, I just need to order some checks. It was terrible. I was awful. But guess what? I put enough bad phone karma into my life that it still affects me to this day. I cannot call a call center without getting someone who is either new, incompetent, or who I cannot understand. And I can't do anything but laugh because I was the man you love to hate. Let me tell you what to do when you get a phone call like this. Hello, sir or madam. We'd like to show our cleaning supplies off to you. And we have a representative who's going to be in the area. It's only going to be a 10-minute presentation. And if you complete the survey at the end of the presentation, you get a $25 Walmart gift card. What you should do when you get that call is click, hang up. Because if you had taken that call 15 years ago, I would have been the person that showed up at your door. And if you haven't noticed it, I have a little bit of an advantage on your average door-to-door vacuum cleaner salesman. I'm 6'8", 300 pounds. So no one's going to throw me out of their house. So I'm going to put you in a bad situation. You're going to be sitting here on your couch in minute 55 of my 10-minute presentation thinking, I have got to get out of here. I've got to get this guy out of here. And so I'll put you in what we like to call the fight or flight response. You're sitting there thinking, this guy's pretty big. I don't know if I can take it. Oh my God, this is terrible. He just said this costs $1,600? I gotta get him out of my house. I can get the checkbook and pay him. I have a baseball bat in the closet. I don't know if I can get to the closet though. He may knock me out. Baseball bat, checkbook, baseball bat, checkbook, baseball bat, checkbook, felony, just pay him. In that summer, I sold those vacuum cleaners. I sold 20, and I never got hit with a baseball bat. You know why? Because I was the man you love to hate. Well, I've taken my repayment to society. I work with customer service organizations to help them provide better service. I work with sales organizations to help them actually link products together with people and it not be something that you're selling and pushing on someone. But deep down inside, deep in my heart, lurking in the recesses of my heart, sometimes my daughter is studying, and I stare at her, and I look, and I say, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you. Mr. Contest.